and also they are always psychological. So sometimes in times of war, from a psychological standpoint, jesters will be dressed in common jester attire and on horseback, just galloping, throwing off the enemy ranks. It'd be absolute anarchy. Through their apparent silliness and foolishness, they unknowingly cement themselves above those who are watching, including the patrons and the common people. Those people laughing at them as the audience deems as silly and foolish actually ends up elevating the jester throughout the social rank. By making an apparent mockery of themselves, they actually end up inherently mocking the audience. So while the audience is sat there eating popcorn, cackling at their antics, they are actually being the ones mocked, not the jester. So as an example, a jester says a foolish statement. The audience start laughing, like eating their food, being like, oh, what an idiot, why would he say such a statement? Actually them that are being silly, because the jester is not being serious. He's using this to impress the audience, but the audience believes that this is a genuine act. So the audience is the ones being silly. In a way, the jester is then elevated above the audience. As an example, bringing this to the modern day, some people would say there's not really a modern equivalent. Some people would say Hollywood. I personally believe influencers in some way are a modern continuation of jesters, because they are not those with a bunch of riches. These are people that whether through strategy or foolishness, end up usurping the monetary benefits of looking stupid. Also, this benefit doesn't have to be monetary. It can be a way of somebody making their way into a group setting or certain circle. It can be a way of somebody making fun of themselves in order to elevate themselves within the social hierarchy of whatever environment they are in. And I personally believe there are thousands of modern jesters online currently in our space. And that is the thing about jester's privilege. It speaks to human nature in a very, very subtle way. And there's a story that comes to my mind when I think of the modern influencer jester. If any of you are familiar with early YouTube, you remember the YouTuber called Nigahiga. In one of